Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Boom! And welcome to the Big Honker Podcast Football Pick'em, brought to you by Mitch Hall Chevrolet and Haskell. That's MitchHallHaskell.com. I'm Jeff Stanfield with the world-famous Andy Shaver.
Well, I am sweating today.
Are you? It's nice. 80 degrees outside.
My ecosystem's off.
You ain't sweating from the fucking picks we've made lately. We are absolutely horrible. Last week's picks, I was the loser at 8-8. Andy was 9-8, and our guest is 10-7 because the guest actually got one less wrong than we did, and then got one of the bonus picks, and Andy got a bonus pick. I got no bonus pick, so it's about like the officiating the Kansas City Chiefs game. They just bend you over every time on the end.
That was early.
I know. I had to get it in. Oh, Jay's here. Our guest today from Dirty Duck Coffee, our friend Jay Peterson, a Kansas City Chief homer for sure.
It's uncalled for.
Jay told me that he hadn't seen one bad call in a Chief game in 3 years, so there you go.
Now, it's making up for the years and years where it was the opposite. The 2018 Chris Jones tapping Brady's shoulder pad and calling the personal foul that kept that drive alive. That
100% with you on that one.
Yeah, and people, it's just funny. You're in a dynasty when you got so much hate going on, and you're in a microscope.
That's right. And there's a lot of people that jumped on that bandwagon like me. Well, I wasn't a bandwagon jerk because I was a Chief fan growing up that has gotten off of the wagon. But my friend Douglas Spells, who lives in Kansas City, told me yesterday, he said, the Chiefs are like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan got every call. Nobody ever called a foul on Jordan. And if you touched him, you were getting a call in the last 3 minutes of a game. He said Kansas City gets the same thing. They get every call goes their way towards the end. It's the Jordan effect. And kind of...
I think they're so good, and I think they've reached that latter part of Brady's career where everybody wanted to see them fail. You know what I mean? Like everybody's rooting for them when they're coming up, and now they're going for 3 in a row, and everybody just cannot wait for the first chink in the armor.
Yep.
But now, Jeff, you can't hate on Brittany Mahomes anymore because she's anti Taylor Swift and anti Dems and all that good stuff.
She's on the Trump train now, baby.
Yeah, she's on the Trump train. Let's go.
Well, I'm going to bet you in that locker room, there's not a lot of people that are not wealthy, especially
your camera flipped, Jay.
Your camera flipped on us, son.
I'm saying I kept you. I
don't know what happened.
There you go.
I don't know what happened.
Oh.
It went back to.
But I'm proud for Brittany Mahomes on that deal. But most of them players are going to vote Democrat, or we're going to vote for Trump anyways. They're tired. I mean, they have money. Anybody that thinks they're not is crazy. Those people are betting with their wallets. They're going to vote with their wallets like everyone should. And so,
have we seen Brittany Mahomes on a single telecast yet?
They won't now.
Now, I know I didn't see her opening week. I saw Taylor Swift.
Well, Taylor's not sitting with her, so they don't show her anymore.
Right.
And I haven't seen it, but she's also expecting number 3. So that may be part of it. I don't know.
That could be.
I got you.
She's sitting with Lady Gaga's dad because he just endorsed Trump too.
Really?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm sure his daughters are pissed, but that's the way it goes.
Jay, it is fall, and I got to tell you, I've been adding a little pumpkin twist in my cold brew.
Oh, Andy, that's embarrassing.
It's delicious. So
Andy's embarrassing.
A regular cold brew in the coffee, but in the foam that I make, I do a little pumpkin puree, and then that's basically it. That's all that I do.
And you getting a little light in the loafers there, Andy.
No, man, it's like it's a little fall zest on there. And then a little bit of pumpkin pie spice in it. It's delicious.
Next thing you know, Andy will be wiping his boyfriend's ass with a pumpkin scented dude wipe.
It's delicious.
I'm absolutely embarrassed.
I'm team pumpkin everything.
So
yeah, I'm not a big pumpkin guy.
I like pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin cookies, like pumpkin chocolate cookies. I can do those, but I can't drink anything with pumpkin flavor.
No.
It's just
I like pumpkin pie. I like Michelle makes a pumpkin loaf like bread. I like it a lot.
Yeah, pumpkin bread's good.
I like the pumpkin bread at Starbucks, but I'm not drinking nothing pumpkin. I had pumpkin soup in Mexico. Me and Michelle were at some resort one time. They had pumpkin soup.
That sounds terrible.
It was cold. Michelle loved it, but I didn't.
Oh, it's cold?
Yeah, it was cold. It was a cold type. Yeah. Some French restaurant we ate at, and it was some kind of pumpkin soup. But
of course.
Michelle liked it, but I was not a big.
I can't think of cold soup being good ever.
Borscht.
What?
Borscht. Yeah. It's a Russian soup. It's beets and.
Never had borscht.
Well, you need to go to Moscow sometime.
I guess I do.
Okay, we're going to go. The guest is leading, so you get a pick first. We're going to start out What you do is you pick you one lock, one upset, and those count extra. And we'll do a survivor pool every week. We're going to pick a survivor pool. 90% of the survivor pools in the United States of America are already over after 3 weeks.
But wouldn't the lock be like your survivor pool?
Well, no, your lock is against this. It can't be it can't, I guess it can be. It don't matter where it is. I guess so. So I guess that would be your lock, would be your survivor pool pick. Okay, here we go. The Dallas Cowgirls are playing the New York Giants in New York. Dallas is favored on Thursday night, so it comes out tonight.
Okay.
You lead us off.
You go first.
So I'm picking that game?
Yep.
Who I'm taking there? Man, I don't think the Cowboys are going to lose again. I'll go Cowboys.
This is amazing that you're even having to complicate it. That's the difference in this season in the last couple. I mean,
I agree with Jay that I don't think that they're gonna. I'm going New York just to see if I can gain a game because I'm already behind, right?
You're ahead.
But I won't be mad if it's a shootout.
I am. They say it's the over bet is going big time on this one. Everybody thinks it's going to be over. The Giants' offense sucks. So I don't know about that. This is a game.
Malik Neighbors is tearing it up, though.
He is
number
one wide receiver in fantasy. This is a game Dallas wins 40-9 or something because Dallas beats the shit out of everybody that's not good. When they play a good team, they get beat. When they play a team that they're less than, they remind me of a good high school football team. When they play a team that's lesser, they just run the shit out of them. And so I'm going to take Dallas. I take Dallas every week. I hope the Giants win. But I can't imagine Dallas 1-3. If Dallas loses this game, their next 4 games is San Francisco, Detroit, Houston, Pittsburgh, Atlanta, and Philadelphia.
That's a tough road to hoe.
McCarthy will get fired by Halloween
if they lose this game.
If they lose this game, he'll be October 15th. He'll be done. I don't think they're going to go.
Their biggest downfall was not signing Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
They signed Derrick Henry, and they're fine.
Yep.
That was the biggest mistake they made. They could have gotten him for $9 million.
I don't. It would have made their team better, but Dallas's problem is their offensive line is not very good. They instead of signing Derrick Henry, I think they should have signed a different wide receiver. They should have went out and got Calvin Ridley, or they should have went and got. I'm trying to think of who some other free agent wide receivers are.
Look at Jacksonville. I mean, they got great wide receivers and they suck.
Yeah, but they've got 2 good wide receivers. Dallas has 1, and Dallas sucks as bad as Jacksonville does.
Like Jay was saying, if you got Derrick Henry in the background, they can't just take away CeeDee Lamb. They got to worry about Derrick Henry running.
They don't have a running game.
250 yards.
They got the worst running back room in the league. Their offensive line they just don't have any weapons on offense. They spent all their money on CD and Dak, and they don't have nothing else to go with it. And it's going to be a long year for Dallas against good teams. But if they lose this game, they got Pittsburgh next week. Pittsburgh plays great defense and can run the ball.
Yeah, fool's gold. Pittsburgh's fool's gold.
Mm-hmm. Well, but they run the ball and they play good defense. Dallas can't beat someone that runs the ball real well. So, anyways, I'm taking Dallas. Go to the next game.
All right.
New Orleans at Atlanta. Atlanta's favorite at home over New Orleans.
Who you got, Jay?
Kirk Cousins is this generation's Phyllis Rivers.
That's a good analogy. That's very true.
I'm taking the bounce back with New Orleans.
Give me Atlanta at home. I do. You got Derek Carr. He's having a little bit of a resurgence.
You took New Orleans, right, Jay?
Yep.
And you're taking Atlanta, Andy, and I'm taking Atlanta also. Next game's Indy at Pittsburgh.
Oof. That's a tough one. At Pittsburgh, I'll roll with Pittsburgh. There's so much. Richardson just hasn't shown me that he's gonna bounce back very well. I don't know. I think they're in over their heads with that. So
I will also take Pittsburgh.
Anthony Richardson won the underwear Olympics at the combine.
4-0 Steelers.
He really did.
What's he? 6'4", 235 pounds, cut like a bag of dope, runs a 4.5 40, throw a ball through a football stadium, but he sucks as a quarterback. And I think Joe Flacco will be their quarterback within 2 weeks. Matter of fact, I just picked Joe Flacco up in one of my fantasy leagues.
Is he their backup?
Yep. Yeah, and they
saw
got
what he did last year.
Definitely,
yeah.
I can see that happening.
Yeah. So, anyways, if I was them,
Yep.
that's what I would be doing. So, I'm going to I'm taking Pittsburgh too. I wrote Indy. I'm taking Pittsburgh also. I think Indy's going to lose again, and Pittsburgh's going to be 4-0.
Does Russell Wilson start this year, barring a Justin Fields stays healthy?
I don't think so.
No.
I think
Fields will.
Yeah, I think he's a
Fields will ride
quarterback.
it out.
He's got more. He's more dangerous because he can run the ball. I mean, he can run, and that they're not going to throw the ball much anyways. Who's their best receiver at Pittsburgh? George Pickens.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have any receivers, so I think that's the deal. I think Fields is it for the long haul. If Fields does good and puts Pittsburgh in the playoffs, he's going to be an unrestricted free agent this year. Him and Sam Darnold, two guys are going to get a lot of money from somewhere else, and someone's going to fuck up like the Cowboys did with Dak.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give Justin Fields $20 million a year.
Hell no, I wouldn't.
No.
Yeah, there's not a chance.
No, not a chance in hell. Houston at Jacksonville. Houston's favorite at Jacksonville.
Man, what's that line
No,
on
they're
that one?
not. They're at home.
Houston's home?
3.5.
Yeah, 7. Houston's at home. It's 7.
Houston's at home. Oh yeah.
Okay, well,
Houston.
never mind.
Lock.
My deal was
Lock. That's a lock.
I had it wrong. I'm taking Houston.
Taking Houston.
Yeah,
That's your
Houston.
lock.
That's your lock? Houston's your lock, Jay?
No,
Okay.
not my lock. I'm saying lock that one in and definitely Houston win.
I don't know how. I really thought Doug Peterson was going to not be on the plane ride home from Buffalo.
He won't be after this one, probably.
So I am going Houston. Jacksonville might give Carolina a run for its money on worst team.
With a whole lot better roster.
I saw, so here's something funny, and I think I screenshot it. Hang on just a second. It was comparing, yeah, here it is. It compared Trevor Lawrence to Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones has a 64% completion rating.
Oh, I saw that too.
Trevor Lawrence has a 63. Lawrence has thrown for 500 more yards per season. Daniel Jones has rushed for more yards. They both have about an 85 career passer rating. They both are around 50 on the career quarterback rating. Daniel Jones has 6 more touchdowns, 2 more interceptions, and everybody calls Daniel Jones the worst quarterback ever, and everybody calls Trevor Lawrence a generational talent. So a little bit of bias, but all that to say Houston.
I'm taking Houston. I just don't think Jacksonville is very, very good. They don't have no dog in them. And Houston is, well, they got a lot of talent. They went to a really good place. Minnesota's got a good football team, so it's not like they got beat by a bad football team.
Right.
So, and they had a couple of injuries, but anyways, I'm going Houston also in that, and that is going to be my lock.
There you go.
So, Minnesota at Green Bay. What a great game.
Well, we don't
Green-
know
That's a
Jordan
great
Love's
game.
playing.
Good. Jordan Love is playing.
Jordan Love's back, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Jordan Love's playing. So, who do you got?
I'm gonna take Packers.
I will take the Vikings. I would make that my upset, but I got another one.
This is tough. Minnesota has played 2 really good football teams in San Francisco and Houston and won both of those games. And I don't think Green Bay is as good, as talented as either one of them are. Now, San Francisco definitely did not play with all their tools. No, they did against Minnesota, though. They had everybody. God almighty. Just the inkling that Jordan Love won't play. Malik Willis is not going to beat a good team, I don't think. So I'm going to take Minnesota also. Cincinnati at Carolina. One team has won a game, and the other one is the Bengals.
Oh, man.
Can Cincy
So
afford to
it's either-
lose again and be 0-4? And if Pittsburgh wins, be 4 games back? They're out of it already.
It's really hard to think Cincinnati's going to be 0-4. Like the chances of that just doesn't seem likely. But you also got, and then Dalton. I mean, Dalton's fool's goal too. You know, he's so good during his whole career. He'd be okay, and then he would. But it's also against his old team. So, man, that's a tough one. But I'm gonna go Bengals.
Give me the Panthers. That is my upset.
Ooh.
That is a good upset pick.
I'm going to say the Red Rocket gets up for one more game. Proves to Cincinnati they made they didn't make the wrong decision, but he's going to want to rub it in their face.
I was listening to a fantasy football podcast I listened to that Andy don't know about because I don't want him to listen to it also, but they were talking about how many rosters Deontay Johnson got dropped by everybody after 2 weeks. Now everybody's wanting to pick him up because he got somebody can throw the ball to him again. Same thing happened in Carolina is going to happen in Miami. Miami's going to have to go get someone that can throw the rock. They're built to throw the ball downfield, and so that's going to change that. Okay, next game, the L.A. Rams against the Chicago Bears in Chi-Town, and Chicago is absolutely favored in a football game, probably the first time in 4 years.
Man.
LA's without Pakua and without Cooper Kupp.
But they just beat the Niners.
And Tyler Higbee. Well, let's be honest with you. That was basically both starting quarterbacks than whoever had the better roster in the backfield and receivers. Both teams.
You said Higbee's out too?
I don't think Higbee's played all year, has he?
I'm not sure.
I don't think so. I think so.
I didn't really pay attention.
And tight ends are hard to come by, so everybody would know.
Oh, man. Guys are tough games. This is a tough year. You don't know who to take this year. It's crazy. I'll make that my upset. I'll go Rams upset.
I'm going the Rams also just because Matt Stafford.
Go. And they're running the ball well.
Yeah.
I got the running back.
Kyron.
Fancy.
He's finding the end zone. Loves the end zone.
I have to start DeAndre Swift this weekend because of injuries. As much as I hate to do that. I don't have any running backs or any need to pick up, so I had to start Amari Cooper, and I did not want to do that, and that turned out really well for me. And Terry McLaurin I had to start last week, and that worked out well for me. So I'm going to go with Chicago and hope to hell DeAndre Swift does good. And I got Caleb Williams in a couple of leagues. I have no idea how. In 2 quarterback leagues, I may have to start him too. So I'm going to take Chicago.
The Bears.
I'm going to go with the Bears. I do it. Denver at the New York Jets. Well, Favre looked good.
Rodgers?
I mean, Rodgers, not Favre.
Favre's
got Parkinson's
Favre looks
disease.
a little shaky to me.
Yeah. Ooh, that's bad. Yeah.
Bad analogy.
Aaron Rodgers looked really good the other day throwing the ball.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jets, and that's gonna be my lock.
Jets.
See what Bo Nix has to say. I'm going the Jets also. Philadelphia at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay was the new poster child for the NFC for about 4 days, and then reality hit again. So Baker versus Jalen, 2 Oklahoma quarterbacks via transfer portal.
Is that at Tampa?
Yep.
I'm gonna go Philly.
Fly, Eagles, fly, baby.
I'm taking Philly also. The Commanders at Arizona. Do we have another great young quarterback, or is he just a flash in the pants? He has not had 2 games in a row. They haven't had to punt yet.
Right.
It's
Cliff Kingsbury. You know, what do you want? It's the offense he runs. It's in Arizona.
Cliff could not win with Patrick Mahomes. Cliff could not win with Baker Mayfield. So enough of the Cliff Kingsbury talk.
He won the Cardinals when they were healthy.
Come on now.
It's just the anti-Cliff show. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I come to expect it.
Jaden Daniels does look really, really good, though. I mean, very impressive.
The Bears are going to be kicking themselves long run on that one.
I said before.
That's the C.J. Stroud situation.
Yes. C.J. Stroud was a screw up by Carolina and the Bears both on that deal. And then the Bears to pass on Jaden Daniels for Caleb Williams. Early on, it looks like they made a big mistake.
I think Daniels is the real deal.
Oh, he looks good. And he looks so comfortable looking.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Cardinals on this one.
Cardinals at home. I think they're relatively healthy.
I'm taking my boys from DC. Hail to the Chief, baby. I'm taking the Redskins.
There you go.
New England. I love them Redskins. New England at San Francisco.
Oh, yeah. San Francisco.
San Fran, that's my lock. I know it's a reach, but they're playing in San Fran.
Why would you say that's a reach?
Being sarcastic.
New
10-point favorite for the
New
Niners.
England's terrible. Cleveland at Las Vegas.
Well, that's an ugly one.
Well, I mean,
Oof. Dang. Oh man.
Raiders are a favorite
who's
at
even,
home.
who they even playing at quarterback? They still got Gardner, right? They still
Yes,
still
they
rolling
said
with
they
him?
are not going to bench him. There's no quarterback change this week. Rolling with Gardner.
Oh man. I'm gonna go Cleveland.
Give me the Raiders. Antonio Pierce is going to be in that ass.
Like Diddy.
I'm sure I'm glad I'm not the guy that wrote like Diddy.
Get the baby oil.
I'm sure glad I did not write a check.
That wasn't baby oil. They don't ship any baby oil. Look at that conspiracy theory on that one.
Anytime you buy, is it Pilot? It's Pilot gas stations that the guy who owns the Browns owns all them, isn't it? Or is it Flying J? Which one is it?
He owns man, I think it's Flying J.
Well, if your gas is 5 cents,
It's either Loves or Flying J. It's not Pilot.
It's not Loves. It's one of the other ones. But
I think it's Flying J.
anyways, if your gas is 5 cents a gallon, so they can pay for fucking Deshaun Watson and his fucking rub downs, I'm surprised he wasn't with Diddy. What a horrible situation. They would have been so much better off with Flacco. God almighty. Myles Garrett's banged up foot. Cleveland I'm gonna go with Las Vegas also. Why? I have no idea. Okay, the homer pick. I went ahead and wrote you down already. The Chiefs in San Diego without Justin Herbert. It don't look like he's playing, is he?
They don't think so.
No, I doubt it. I doubt he plays.
Your pick.
He took Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Geez, all day.
Yeah, everybody's taking Kansas City. They won't even need a bad call to win this game.
No, haven't needed a bad call season.
Oh, Lord, here we go. Was that a pass interference in the end zone, though, last week? Yes.
Oh yeah, they missed that. They missed
Okay,
that one. But
right.
they also could have kicked 2 field goals to take the lead, but they didn't take. I mean, we stopped on 2 4th downs.
I'm not disagreeing with you. Any of their coaching, coaching was terrible. Their play calling was, but that should have been 1st and goal on the one. But you'd have still given Mahomes enough time for him to go back and beat you, and that's when. And Kelsey would have had 6 catches on that drive. Kelsey, you think Kelsey's done? Yeah. I do.
No. So there's the big conspiracy that he's open, that Mahomes just isn't getting in the ball.
Oh,
because
Jesus
of the spat.
I don't know. I don't think it's that. I think Mahomes is just reacting quicker before he's getting open on some of them. If you look at it, he's throwing it before he gets open. So I think it's much ado about nothing. And I also think Kelsey's out of shape. I don't think he's in playing shape yet. So I think some of that's there too.
I think it's just he's 36 years old and he lost a step. And when a wide receiver loses a step, they're done. I mean, every one of them, once they lose a step, they are finished. You can look at all Tony Gonzalez when he went to Atlanta. He wasn't nothing like he was when he played for the Chiefs. When you lose a step, you're done. Julio Jones, guys, they're gone. They're done. Antonio Brown, well, he's a little crazy too, but okay.
But Rashee Rice, though, man, if I'm Mahomes, who would I rather have the ball to right now?
Right.
And Rashee Rice is looking like a beast.
Yeah, he looks really good. It's gonna be interesting because he will be suspended next year for some games since they're not doing it this year. Where he will go and how long it will be, because it's going to be at least a 6-game suspension, maybe 10.
Yeah, he really screwed himself.
What a
because
dumbass.
He's going to come out and basically he's having a contract year, but he won't get that contract because of the suspension.
Yeah.
No. Well, they won't. So, he's not up for a contract till after next season. So next season he's only got half a game to play, half a year in it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's going to have an incredible year this year. They might have gone ahead and signed him early to get ahead of it, and that's what Veach likes to do on certain players, and that's going to bite him in the butt.
I'd probably go slow roll him and fucking offer him a deal where it's not near like the Jordan Love contract Green Bay did last year. Okay, here we go.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I would. I mean, I'd try to tie him up, give him $10 million a year.
That's what we've done with wide receivers. We don't overpay wide receivers.
Yep.
And it's worked out
very well for y'all because
the
y'all's
Green
good
Bay model.
When your receivers leave y'all and they go somewhere else, they're never as good as they were when they played with y'all.
I mean, Tyreek's guy, he's had great numbers.
Well, he's the unicorn, but like Sammy Watkins, he didn't do nothing nowhere else. I mean,
he was washed up and done.
Yep. When they're done, they're done. Buffalo at Baltimore has to be the game of the week.
Man, another good game. I'm gonna go Baltimore on this one.
I am going to go with Baltimore.
Are we playing in? But we're playing in Baltimore. What's the line?
It's in Baltimore.
2.5.
I'm taking the Buffalo Bills, and that is my upset. Buffalo runs the ball really well, very, very well, and I think this is their boy. They look good right now. I mean, they hadn't played a lot, but they're just beating the piss out of everybody. And Josh Allen looks absolutely amazing. So, and I would if I'm going to play Baltimore, I'm going to try to make Lamar throw the ball to beat me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And Derrick Henry does make that difference. The ugliest game of the week: Tennessee at Miami.
1.5 for Tennessee.
What's the over on that? Does it say
36.5?
Oof. I wouldn't feel comfortable voting over on that. Who's quarterbacking for Miami this week?
They don't know because Skylar Thompson's out.
Is Huntley going to quarterback them?
Maybe.
Skylar Thompson's hurt?
Yeah, he's out.
Will it make a difference?
Well, he's a K-Stater. That figures.
If I was them, I'd just run the Wildcat.
Right. Let Achane handle it.
Yeah, they can throw the ball, do everything. Ain't gonna make no difference.
That's Tennessee. You said I'm taking Tennessee.
Yeah, give me Will Levis.
I can't imagine taking Miami without a quarterback. And just why they haven't traded for someone that can sling it downfield. I'd be doing everything I could to get Jameis Winston. You know, he's gonna throw you 5 touchdowns and 2 interceptions.
Go get Malik Willis.
I don't know if I think Green Bay likes to having him as a backup now.
No, they do, but if they can offer a 3rd-round pick for him, they take it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's the guy either, though. He looked good against me, but I want a guy that can throw the ball down. Jameis Winston can throw the ball over the field. And I think Cleveland will probably end up having him a starter before long anyways. Okay, and Monday night, we had 2 Monday games. Yep. Tennessee and Miami's Monday. Seattle and Detroit.
Seattle, Detroit.
At Detroit, yep, 3.5 point favorite for the Lions.
I'll take Detroit on that one.
Give me Detroit.
Detroit also. Did you see where Dan Campbell, Meathead, they put their house up for sale?
Oh, really?
I saw that.
They got doxxed. Somebody that went to school with his daughter got on Snapchat and put everywhere where his house was. And they set out in front of the house and was cussing him for going for it against San Francisco. Now, not one of those tough 17-year-old fucking kids would have went up to his doorstep and said a fucking thing to him.
Hell no, he would whoop their ass.
Bunch of disrespectful little punks. And I'm not saying I didn't do disrespectful shit when I was 17 too, because I'm sure I did. But they put his house on the market. It sold within 24 hours, and they went somewhere else. But they bully his kids at school a lot over that shit too. People in Detroit, they fucking got some short memories because for 77 years they were irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Campbell's done some stuff I wouldn't do, but compared to Atlanta's football coach the other day, he didn't look much different. So, anyways, I thought that was kind of funny. I think Detroit wins that game pretty easily also.
$3.5 million
is what he sold his house for.
Oh no, that's what he bought it for. 4.5.
Yep.
Made $1 million on the deal.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Jay, we appreciate you. What y'all got coming out new? Y'all are in the food lines on the East Coast now, right?
Yeah. We're in 38 food lines in the state of Virginia. So just the state of Virginia right now. They're going to be doing out a bunch of like sampling and things like that here in the near future to just push it a little bit more. So if you're in Virginia, pop by and get you a sample of Dirty Duck coffee and pick up a few bags. Other than that, we're just gearing up for hunting season. I got to start getting our stuff here in Missouri on my spot, all geared up and ready to go, get some blinds brushed in and some grass cut. And we finally got some rain. So we went about 40 days without rain and got a good amount over the weekend. So that'll help. Well, but that's about it, man. We're cruising along.
Well, y'all have a great product. If you're a waterfowl hunter, everybody drinks Dirty Duck. Anything you go to, everybody's drinking Dirty Duck. They got the best caps, the logos. We appreciate you and Buck so much. Thanks for being part of our family. God bless you, my friend. Have a great day. And remember this. Go Raiders, right? That's what y'all say in Kansas City now, right?
Go Raiders. Love the Raiders. Absolutely.
All right, I'm going to go make a pumpkin cold brew. Talk to you later, Jay.
See you, Jay.
All right, we'll see you. Appreciate you guys.
See you in November. Bye. Jay Peterson with Dirty Duck. They'll be here at the Gold Star, or not the Gold Star hunt. They'll be here for the Boss Steel Reserve hunt.
Very cool.
Got the Gold Star Hunt start coming next weekend. I appreciate everyone that has donated money and sent us stuff. Thank you so much. I'm going to have 12 kids here. Got the guns in. Mossberg sent us the guns for them. Ready to go. Be a great time. Thank all of y'all for y'all's donations. Everyone be safe. Have a great weekend, and God bless you.
Watch for deer. If you are needing a new vehicle, I highly suggest you check out Mitch Hall Chevrolet in Haskell, Texas. Give them a call. Tell them what you're looking for. Do a little bit of price shopping. Get out there.